All right, let's talk about commanders. We got commanders to talk about. We got lots of new commanders. Okay, until this video was made, until this stream was started, there was 4 infantry commanders, 5 walker commanders, and 7 major airship commanders. Now, we have 5 new commanders. 5 new commanders. All right. The crappiest commander they added was Valkyrie, a.k.a. Raiden. 20% skill lowers the enemy's accuracy by 1%. And then telepathizing lowers their defense and increases your defense. It's the same as Gertur. Gertur is the same skill. Like Raiden and Luna is the same as Gertur and Valkyrie. So, look at that. Telepathizing, junk commander. Anyway, it's just another C commander to throw in the mix. You need more commanders. You need more energies to do more farms. Don't main her. Don't use her as a farming commander for, bumping leadership up. But for exploring and farming gear and mopping up, she's useful. So I'm glad to have more commanders. That's nice. Although it does weaken the release 10 pool. You don't want to release her. But, you got to absorb commanders too. All right, next on the list, we've got probably the coolest one that I really wanted to main, but instead of being a walker commander, he's an infantry commander. And this, here, let's see if you guys see it. Plunder, 40% chance, recover 1.5% HP lost through damage dealt. So it's the Grievous heal, but it's a 40% chance on an infantry troop, Galileo. Instinct. It's going to be a 60% chance, and it ramps up damage. Galileo. But it's infantry. Being an infantry commander, having an awakening that's infantry, kind of sucks, man. Walker commander is much better than infantry commander. Now, what I do like about this is Galileo as a 1-slot bus commander is actually not great. I shouldn't even try to sugarcoat it. I really don't like Galileo as an infantry commander. I just don't, because a lot of people don't even use back rows late game. Infantry Awakening doesn't get a lot of value when people only use slots 1, 2, and 3 with tier suppression marches. So he's still going to be an amazing commander for a long time, right? The problem is that his big weakness is going to be guaranteed hit commanders against, dodge, but airships don't typically dodge, which is, his best matchup is. But he's going to be super vulnerable to walkers that do dodge the dodge meta. At least for a few rounds, right? Because he's got to build this instinct up and then he gets his accuracy so he won't be missing anymore. But he's just super vulnerable to walkers. Great commander, love the heal, love the damage infantry does. They have a base higher damage, so he'll heal really good. So if you build him kind of tanky in this game in the early meta, he's actually going to be a lot of fun. I think he's going to be a fun commander to use. I just don't know how long you can use him for. You're probably going to have to switch out of him at around 4 to 8 million power, going to someone with guaranteed hit again. But certainly a cool commander. Galileo is a lot of fun. Anyone that mained a Galileo back in Arc of War, got their skills to 30 or 40, loved Galileo. And he's super fun for killing world monsters. Because in world monster fights, you can lose a lot of high-tier troops. With him, you can heal yourself back up. And mitigate those losses. Losing 50 tier 7 is really painful, and if he can heal him back, it's really nice. I haven't done a video on Galileo. I did one on Grievous, which is basically the same thing. So if you're interested in that kind of a video or that kind of a commander, check out that video. All right, you see that ugly guy there? These are the 3 commanders I haven't talked about left. These are the 3 faction commanders. Here we go, starting with the worst. Ladies and gentlemen, a gnome in a chocobo, a mechanical chocobo, H31, Afu. Look at him scream. Afu is Yuri. He's the Walker faction commander. 20% enemy dodge lowers and defense lowers, and they spelled defense wrong. Thanks, proofreaders. He also has agility, which is the counter strike, which is like NB55s. It's terrible. But he'll make a great level 1 weenie commander. So if you ever get him, don't level him up. Just use him as a weenie commander. If you don't know about weenie commanders, Google Melt AOW weenies. And that's just level 1 commanders that fight and lose on purpose so you can send a low-risk march, or test what someone's army is, or see someone's gear, or whatever. Just when they come back, they only take a second to heal. You don't have to spend gold because they're level 1. As long as you don't level them up. Only send tier 1 with them. Anyway, all right. So that is Afu. He is the Crom Louvre Prestige Commander, the Walker Prestige Commander. All right. Who's better, Stella or Raymond? Stella or Raymond? Probably Stella. All right. Next best is the Mage Airship Commander, Catamy. Catamy. Get it? Like Academy, but C-A-T, Cat-A-Me. It's cute, right? It's cute. It's cute. All right. She's the Malkar Prestige. She is Raymond. 20% chance, increases our accuracy and crit. It's a 20% skill. We don't get too excited about 20% skills. Increasing accuracy is not something we get excited about. Increasing crit is not something we get excited about. We'd rather increase our damage, right? But our second skill, boom, double strike. So when you level this skill up, at level 60, I think it's 90%. And of course, they can crit like a normal hit. It's like a normal hit followed by a normal hit. It's nice, really nice. The problem with this double strike compared to, let's say, Boomcrow or Golem, let me verify. This is a guaranteed hit skill, 40% chance. She is the only airship commander or mage airship commander in the game right now that has a 40% hit. Okay? Infantry doesn't have a 40% guaranteed hit skill commander. All right? Ekams has a 20% guaranteed hit skill commander. Not Ekams. Who's a 20% guaranteed hit infantry commander? I know we have one. Flare. Alexander. 20% guaranteed hit. So if you're going against an opponent who's pure dodge, if you don't have a guaranteed hit skill, you're going to miss. That's why Giselle is a great commander, but in a PvP fight against someone who's using pure dodge, unless you have guaranteed hit gems, remember there's 4-piece gems. They're called, what are they called in this game? Oh, Star Stones. I can't even look at them. My smithy's not high enough yet. But yeah, you need dodge, or you need guaranteed hit to hit commanders that are dodging. And Golem or Boomcrow's 40% hit will stack with Sagittarius. So let's say, where's Boomcrow? I wish I had these commanders, you know. Come on, 7 Pirates, let me look at these commanders. I need to talk about them. This 40% skill increases their chance. It says attack will increase. So if you normally hit for 100 and you trigger grind, your attack is going to hit, but it's also going to get bonus damage. So instead of hitting for 100, it's going to hit for probably 200. Now, if you triggered Scorpio, you would do double damage again. Scorpio, or Taurus, actually Taurus in this case, instead of hitting for 100 base, you'd hit for 200 base. And then if grind hit, it would hit for 400 because it would double. And then if it crit, it would hit for 800. So those skills all stack on top of each other. The damage is multiplicative, not additive. As opposed to Catamy, who will double strike, will not get the damage bonus from the trigger of Taurus when that hits. So the idea is that, yes, in this case, sometimes you can one-shot your opponent. Let's say you have like a Gemini jewel, and you double strike with the Gemini and you double strike with Shooter. You can actually one-shot an opponent. But if you're one-shotting your opponent to begin with, that's just a win more skill. People say, oh, but it can end the fight really fast. It can, but if you're already one-shotting your opponent because you're killing the whole slot, killing the back slot, and killing the arc in one hit, you were probably going to decimate their army anyway. What you want is a commander who's going to win the fights for you in a critical fight. And getting hit twice for 200, or twice for 100, is not as good as getting hit once for 400. So that's the thing about Raymond versus Golem, or Catamy versus Boomcrow. So, of course, the other airship commander with a guaranteed hit is Lucian. 20% increases attack. Lucian is Cohen. He's actually quite good. His heal kind of sucks, but 20% guaranteed hit on an airship commander, not bad. He's like Alex, you know. He's a respectable commander. Of course, right now in our game, Walker commanders run the show. Really, Snapjaw is Medusa. Guaranteed hits the king right now in PvP. Of course, Ekams is a 20% guaranteed hit. This 20 and 40% guaranteed hit. God. No. Okay, I'm sorry. 40% guaranteed hit, not a 20%. Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, walkers have more troops, more guaranteed hit commanders. The walker meta is very strong. But because a lot of people are using walker, people are going to have to naturally go to Academy, who's an airship commander with the 40% guaranteed hit. It's not as good as Golem, but Golem's not in the game. And she counters what everyone's trying to do, which is, beat the Dodge Commander meta. So, low-key, I am the Malkar Prestige. I haven't been doing my faction quests. But that will be the first commander I get. 40% airship guaranteed hit commander. I am considering switching over to airship. I'm going over to airship because I know the other two guys in my guild have walker and infantry. And now that Raymond's in the game, and he's easy to get to S-Class, he's a very good S-Class commander, I might go airships. I don't know. I didn't expect them to announce this so soon, so I'm thinking about it. I'll talk to the guys tonight. That could be our commander. Academy could be our main, guys. Of course, Bullet's in the game, right? Gertur is Bullet, or Gervelurk is Bullet. No need to run him yet. For Galactic Battle, probably. Everyone will need to have Tier 1 Infantry, Gervelurks, and a high-level raid to do Galactic Battle, because they're going to do it like Arc of War, I presume. Maybe they'll have a new meta for a new battle. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, the last commander, Pink Knight. Look at this handsome Gaston motherfucker. Jesus. This is Stella. That's Stella. Compared to Flare. Look at this guy. Oh my god. 20% lowers enemy accuracy and attack. Right? Dizzy. Dazzling. Dizzy. Swift is double strike. Chance to trigger before next action. After this action, the activator's troops have an additional action. Can trigger up to 4 or 5 times. Really good. Really powerful. Probably an 80% skill. He is going to be the best commander in the game by far. Golem is in the game. But it's a walker commander who's going to be a natural advantage over Stella. Actually, yeah, I guess we haven't really talked about that. Golem was the best commander because the one-shot bust meta was so important with that heavy damage hit. And now it's a walker commander. And the only counter to Golem, a good counter to Golem, was Stella. So now the best commander to counter Boomcrow, Golem, is an airship commander, which is probably Academy. Academy is probably the best counter to Golem. But Academy is going to be vulnerable to Pink Knight. Interesting. So the game is just like Arc of War. It's just evolving differently. But it's all going to end up in the same place. I'm quite sure of that. That's what I'm quite sure of. So anything else I missed? Academy, Afu, Valkyrie. Yeah, Valkyrie is just Raiden. Ekham's is cool. He's new. He's not in Arc of War yet. He's totally unique to this game. No one's like, well, he's not totally unique. Ekham's has Echo's first skill, right? He heals. Did you guys know that? There is an infantry commander who heals. His name is Echo. 20% skill. He hits and then heals based off the damage he does, like Grievous and Galileo. Except, Grievous and Galileo are 80 and 60%, and his is 20%. How embarrassing. And then Berserk is... I think this is Chief's 20% skill because he's mechanic. It's not Golem's 20%. So half Chief, half Echo. But yeah, that's it. That covers it. What else do we need to talk about?